There's a painful difference between being desired and being useful. Between being wanted for who you are and being valued for what you can provide. And the harsh truth is this: some women will enter your life not because they're attracted to you, but because they see you as a solution to their problems. A paycheck. A safety net. A reliable option. Today, I'm going to show you the signs that she sees you as a provider, not a lover, and why understanding this difference could save you from years of a transactional relationship disguised as romance. If you've ever felt more like an ATM than a partner, this video is for you. Welcome back to Aphorism Archive, where we explore the uncomfortable truths about relationships that most people won't discuss. I'm here to give you clarity, awareness, and the tools to build genuine connections based on mutual desire, not utility. Before we dive in, let me be absolutely clear about what this video is and isn't. This is not about demonizing women who value stability or financial responsibility in a partner. There's nothing wrong with wanting a partner who has their life together, who's ambitious, who can contribute to building a future. That's reasonable and healthy. What we're talking about today is something entirely different: relationships where you're valued primarily for your resources rather than for who you are as a person. Where the attraction isn't to you but to what you can provide. Where the relationship is fundamentally transactional, you provide resources, status, or stability, and in exchange, she provides the appearance of a relationship. If you're committed to building authentic relationships based on genuine connection rather than transaction, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're creating a community of people who refuse to settle for being someone's safety net when they deserve to be someone's first choice. Now, let's talk about the signs that reveal you're seen as a provider, not a lover. The first and most obvious sign is that conversations consistently revolve around financial topics, resources, and what you can provide materially. She's constantly talking about expensive things she wants: designer bags, luxury vacations, upscale restaurants, high-end experiences. And these aren't just casual mentions, they're pointed comments made in your presence, often with the implicit expectation that you'll provide them. She asks questions about your financial situation early and often. How much do you make? What do you do for work? Do you own your home or rent? What kind of car do you drive? These questions come before she knows much about your character, values, or personality. She's assessing your utility before assessing your compatibility. She compares you to other men based on what they can provide. My ex used to take me to this place. My friend's boyfriend bought her this. I know guys who would. These comparisons aren't about emotional connection or compatibility, they're about material provision. When you do spend money on her, there's minimal genuine appreciation. Instead, there's an entitled expectation, as if you're simply fulfilling your role. The gift or gesture is evaluated based on its cost rather than the thought behind it. A heartfelt but inexpensive gesture means less to her than an expensive but impersonal one. She has financial problems that she consistently brings to you to solve. Her car breaks down, her rent is due, she has unexpected expenses, and somehow you become the solution. Initially, these might be framed as loans or temporary help, but the expectation of repayment fades, and the requests keep coming. Here's what this reveals: when someone is primarily interested in you romantically and emotionally, conversations center around connection, your thoughts, experiences, values, dreams, the way you see the world. Money and resources are practical considerations that come up naturally, but they're not the focal point. When someone sees you as a provider, resources become the recurring theme because that's what they value about you. They're not trying to know your soul, they're trying to assess your capacity to improve their lifestyle. In a healthy relationship, both people contribute what they can, and there's genuine appreciation for generosity regardless of the amount. Financial dynamics are discussed openly and fairly, not manipulated through hints, guilt, or entitled expectations. Pay attention to what she seems most excited about in your interactions. Is it quality time together, deep conversations, shared experiences, or is it when you pay for things, buy gifts, or solve her financial problems? The answer tells you whether she values you or your wallet. The second sign is more subtle but deeply revealing. Physical affection and intimacy feel conditional, contingent on what you've provided recently. After you pay for an expensive date, buy her something nice, or help her financially, she's suddenly more affectionate. But when you haven't spent money recently, the physical connection noticeably decreases. Intimacy becomes a reward system rather than a natural expression of desire and connection. She's not genuinely enthusiastic during intimate moments. There's a performance quality to it. She's going through motions, fulfilling an obligation, giving you what she thinks you expect in exchange for what you provide. But there's no real passion, no genuine desire, no sense that she actually wants you physically. She uses physical intimacy as leverage. When she wants something, affection increases. When you've said no to a request or haven't provided something she wanted, intimacy gets withdrawn. It's a bargaining chip, not an expression of genuine attraction. You notice a pattern. Intimacy happens after you've earned it through provision, not because there's mutual desire and connection. This creates a dynamic where you feel like you're paying for affection, which erodes both your self-worth and the authenticity of the relationship. She doesn't initiate physical affection spontaneously based on attraction to you. When intimacy happens, it's calculated, timed, strategic, designed to keep you invested and providing, not because she can't resist you. Here's the painful truth: genuine sexual attraction and romantic desire aren't transactional. When someone truly wants you, they want you regardless of what you bought for dinner. Their desire isn't contingent on your most recent purchase or provision. Physical connection flows from genuine attraction, emotional intimacy, and mutual desire, not from tallying up what you've provided lately. In healthy relationships, physical intimacy is mutual, enthusiastic, and flowing from genuine desire. Both people want each other, enjoy each other, and connect physically because of attraction and emotional bond, not because of material exchange. If you find yourself feeling like you're purchasing affection, like intimacy is something you have to earn through spending money, you're not in a romantic relationship. You're in a transaction. And that transaction will leave you feeling empty, used, and fundamentally unseen as a person. Real desire is unmistakable. It's present regardless of what you can provide materially. It's enthusiastic and mutual. And it certainly doesn't disappear when your wallet does. The third sign is telling. She's mysteriously vague about her own financial situation while being very interested in yours. You don't really know what she does for money. Her job situation is unclear, inconsistent, or she's perpetually between opportunities. She works, supposedly, but money always seems to be a problem despite having regular income. She can't or won't pay for anything, ever. When it's time to pay for dates, meals, or activities, she conveniently doesn't have her wallet, doesn't offer, or gives excuses about why she can't contribute. Every expense defaults to you, and this pattern is consistent and never acknowledged or appreciated. She's financially irresponsible with her own money but expects you to be financially responsible for her. She spends on non-essentials, going out with friends, buying things for herself, maintaining expensive habits, but when it comes to necessities or shared expenses, she's broke and looking to you. She has no financial goals or ambitions of her own. There's no discussion of building her own career, increasing her income, or creating financial stability independently. Her financial future seems to be entirely dependent on finding a partner who will provide for her. When you suggest she contribute or manage her money differently, you're met with defensiveness, guilt-tripping, or accusations that you don't care about her or you're being cheap. Your reasonable expectation of partnership and shared responsibility is reframed as a character flaw. Here's why this matters. In genuine partnerships, both people are transparent about their financial situations, both contribute what they can, and both take responsibility for their own financial well-being while supporting each other. Even if there's a significant income disparity, there's honesty, appreciation, and effort from both sides. When someone is vague about their finances while depending on yours, they're obscuring information that would reveal their intentions. They don't want you to know how capable they actually are of contributing because then you'd expect it. They don't want you to see how they spend their own money because it would reveal their priorities. This dynamic creates a one-sided financial relationship where you're constantly providing while she's constantly needing. And the needs never end because the goal isn't actually financial stability. The goal is maximizing what she can extract from you while minimizing what she has to contribute herself. Moreover, someone who can't manage their own finances has no business managing shared finances in a serious relationship. Financial irresponsibility doesn't magically improve when someone else's money becomes available. It typically gets worse because there's less accountability and more resources to waste. A woman who sees you as a partner will be transparent about her finances, will contribute what she can, will appreciate your contributions without entitlement, and will be working on her own financial stability rather than expecting you to provide it entirely. A woman who sees you as a provider will keep her finances mysterious while making yours very much your responsibility to share. The fourth sign is that your value in her eyes appears directly correlated to your social status, career success, and external markers of achievement rather than your intrinsic qualities. She's more interested in how things look than how things feel. She wants to be seen with you in expensive places, wants photos for social media that showcase a certain lifestyle, wants to tell people about your job title, accomplishments, or possessions. But she's not particularly interested in who you actually are when no one's watching. She name drops your career, your achievements, or your possessions when talking to friends and family. You're introduced with your job title or accomplishments as if those are your most important attributes. She's proud of what you've achieved, not who you are. When you talk about career setbacks, job changes to something less prestigious, or scaling back to focus on other priorities, she becomes anxious, unsupportive, or critical. Your worth in her eyes seems threatened by any downgrade in status or income, even if the change would improve your quality of life or align with your values. She compares you to other men based on their professional success, earnings, or status. She's watching what her friends' partners provide, what's posted on social media, what others have, and measuring you against those standards. You're in constant competition with other men's resources and status. She encourages you to work more, earn more, achieve more, not because she's genuinely supportive of your personal goals, but because it serves her interests. Your ambition is valued only insofar as it translates to more resources and higher status that she benefits from. Here's the core issue: people who love you, love you. They value your character, your presence, the way you make them feel, your personality, your values, your humor, your kindness, the intangible qualities that make you uniquely you. Your career and success might be impressive, but they're not why you're loved. People who see you as a provider love what you can do for them. Your status raises their status. Your money funds their lifestyle. Your success makes them look good. But you, as a person, are secondary to these benefits. And that means you're fundamentally replaceable. Any man with similar status and resources would serve the same purpose. This creates enormous pressure and conditional acceptance. You're only as valuable as your most recent achievement or paycheck. Any setback, any failure, any human struggle threatens your worth in her eyes. There's no unconditional acceptance, no being loved through difficulty, no partnership through challenges. In healthy relationships, your partner is proud of who you are, not just what you've achieved. They support your ambitions because they want you to be fulfilled, not because they want to benefit from your success. And if life circumstances change, if you face setbacks or decide to pursue a less lucrative but more meaningful path, They stand with you because they're committed to you, not your status. If you stripped away the job title, the income, the possessions, the status, would she still be there? If you're not sure the answer is yes, then you know what you're dealing with. The fifth sign is perhaps the most telling. She's not actually investing effort, energy, or resources into building the relationship. That's entirely your job. She doesn't plan dates or suggest activities. All the effort of creating experiences together falls on you. She shows up, but she doesn't contribute to making things happen. Planning, organizing, paying, that's all you. She doesn't buy you thoughtful gifts or do things to make your life easier. Birthdays, holidays, special occasions, if you get anything at all, it's minimal effort and expense. Meanwhile, her expectations for what you should provide are significant. The relationship is financially and effort-wise one-directional. She doesn't cook for you, doesn't do thoughtful gestures, doesn't go out of her way to add value to your life. In traditional dynamics where one person provides financially and another provides domestic support or caretaking, there's at least reciprocity. But in this scenario, you're providing financially while also handling most of the emotional labor, planning, and effort. She's not learning about your interests or trying to connect with what matters to you. You listen to her talk about her day, her problems, her interests, her friends, but there's little reciprocal curiosity about your inner world. You're a resource to be extracted, not a person to be known. She doesn't sacrifice or compromise for the relationship. When conflicts of interest arise, her needs always take precedence. When sacrifices are needed, you make them. The relationship bends around her convenience while you're expected to be flexible and accommodating. Here's what this pattern reveals. People invest in what they value. When someone truly values a relationship, they put effort into it. They contribute. They think about their partner's happiness and well-being. They make sacrifices. They show up not just physically but emotionally and practically. When someone sees you primarily as a provider, their investment is minimal because they don't need to invest. You're already providing everything while asking little in return. Why would they put in effort when they're getting what they want without it? This creates massive imbalance and resentment. You're building something alone, wondering why she's not carrying her share of the weight. And the answer is, because she's not actually trying to build a partnership. She's trying to benefit from your partnership building while contributing as little as possible. In healthy relationships, both people are actively investing, maybe in different ways, but the effort and care are mutual. Both people are thinking, what can I do to make their life better? Both people are contributing to the shared experience. Both people feel valued and appreciated because both people are genuinely adding value. If you're doing all the investing while she's doing all the taking, you're not building a partnership, you're funding her lifestyle while receiving minimal return on that investment. And no amount of money can buy what you actually need: genuine care, mutual effort, and someone who values you enough to invest in you as much as you invest in them. The sixth sign involves the timing and context of when she entered your life and became interested in you. She appeared when your circumstances improved. You got a promotion, started a business, bought a house, came into money, and suddenly she was interested. Before these changes, she wasn't attracted to you. But after your circumstances elevated, you became appealing. She's shown a pattern of dating for resources. Her relationship history reveals a sequence of men who provided for her financially. Each relationship ends when the resources stop flowing or a better option appears. She doesn't date struggling artists or men building their careers. She dates established, financially stable men exclusively. She's coming off a breakup where she was financially supported, and she's looking for that same arrangement. She was living a certain lifestyle and she's trying to maintain it by finding a new provider. You're not a new love, you're a replacement for lost resources. She's in a difficult financial situation and a relationship with you would solve that. She needs a place to live, help with debt, financial stability, and dating you would address these problems. The timing of her interest coincides suspiciously with her need for these solutions. She gave you little attention when you were building your career, but now that you've arrived, she's suddenly interested in what you always had to offer emotionally and personally. She wasn't interested in the journey, only the destination, because it's not you she wants, it's what you've achieved. Here's the hard truth: timing matters. When someone's interest in you coincides with your increased resources or their increased need for support, that's not romantic serendipity, that's opportunism. Genuine attraction isn't dependent on your bank account or career status. People who fall in love with you do so because of who you are, your character, personality, values, the way you make them feel. Financial stability might be a responsible consideration, but it's not the catalyst for genuine romantic interest. When someone's interest is clearly tied to your resources or their need for stability, you're not being chosen for you, you're being chosen for utility. And relationships built on utility fall apart when the utility changes or a better utility becomes available. Moreover, someone who has a pattern of dating for resources isn't suddenly going to develop genuine attraction. They've learned a strategy that works for them, and unless they've done serious personal work to change their approach to relationships, they'll continue that pattern with you. Ask yourself honestly, if you met her when you were struggling financially, working your way up, before you achieved what you've achieved, would she have been interested? If you lost everything tomorrow, would she stay? If the answer to either question gives you pause, you know what you're dealing with. Real love sees potential and values character. Real love doesn't wait until you're successful to be interested. Real love doesn't need financial security to want to be with you. Real love says, I want to build this life with you, not I want to benefit from the life you've already built. The seventh and final sign is perhaps the most troubling. She operates with an underlying sense of entitlement to your money, time, and resources without reciprocal contribution or genuine appreciation. She expects you to pay for everything without it being discussed or agreed upon. There's no conversation about financial dynamics, she simply assumes you'll cover costs, and she's offended or upset if you don't. Her expectation isn't based on agreement but on her feeling entitled to your provision. When you do provide financially, there's minimal gratitude. Expensive gifts, paid vacations, covered bills, these are met with brief thanks at best or criticism at worst. Nothing is quite good enough because in her mind, you're supposed to provide these things. It's your role, your obligation. She makes financial demands disguised as needs. I need a new phone. My car is too old. I can't keep living like this. These statements are presented as problems you're supposed to solve, not as information she's sharing about her own life that she's handling. She's offended when you set financial boundaries. If you say you can't afford something, prefer not to spend on something, or want to save money, she takes it personally. Your financial boundaries are treated as rejection or indication that you don't care, rather than as reasonable limits. She compares what you provide to what she thinks you should provide based on your income. If you make good money, she feels entitled to access that money for her benefit. Your financial success is viewed as a shared resource that she has rights to, even without marriage or formal commitment. Here's what entitlement reveals. Someone who feels entitled to your resources without reciprocity or appreciation fundamentally doesn't respect you. They see you as a utility to be used, not a person to be partnered with. Their worldview places them at the center, with your role being to serve their needs and wants. Entitlement also reveals a lack of gratitude and perspective. People who've worked for what they have appreciate when others contribute. People who've struggled financially value generosity and don't take it for granted. Entitlement typically comes from never having to provide for oneself and expecting others to do it instead. In healthy relationships, there's appreciation for what each person contributes. There's gratitude for generosity. There's acknowledgement that nobody owes anyone anything, what's given is a gift, not an obligation. And there's reciprocity, where both people contribute what they can in various forms. When someone feels entitled to your resources, they'll never be satisfied. No amount is enough because the issue isn't need, it's entitlement. They believe they deserve access to your money, and that belief doesn't disappear when you meet the current demand. It just expands to new demands. Moreover, entitlement creates a power dynamic where you're always in the position of provider, never equal partner. You're being used, even if it's wrapped in relationship language. And relationships built on use rather than mutual care and respect are fundamentally exploitative, regardless of how they're packaged. If she acts like your money is her money, like your success obligates you to fund her lifestyle, like your generosity is expected rather than appreciated, you're not in a relationship. You're being used. And it's time to recognize that and protect yourself accordingly. If you're recognizing one or two of these, it's worth having honest conversations about expectations and dynamics. If you're seeing multiple signs consistently, you need to seriously evaluate whether this relationship is genuine or transactional. Here's what I need you to understand. You are more than what you can provide. Your worth isn't measured in your bank account, your job title, or what you can buy for someone. You deserve to be desired for who you are, your character, your mind, your heart, your presence, your essence. The right woman will value what you bring to her life emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually before she ever considers what you bring materially. She'll be with you because she wants you, not because she needs your resources. She'll contribute to building the relationship rather than extracting from it. And she'll stay through difficult times because she's committed to you as a person, not to your circumstances. Transactional relationships leave you feeling empty no matter how much you provide. You'll constantly wonder if you're valued or just useful. You'll question whether she'd stay if everything changed. You'll feel the ache of giving so much while receiving so little genuine care and connection in return. Don't accept being someone's ATM or safety net. Don't settle for being valued for utility when you deserve to be loved for who you are. Don't confuse someone's interest in your resources with genuine interest in you. And understand this, walking away from a transactional relationship isn't giving up on love, it's making space for real love. It's refusing to accept scraps of affection in exchange for constant provision. It's choosing self-respect over being used. You deserve a partner who would choose you regardless of your bank balance. Who fell in love with you during the struggle, not after the success. Who invests as much in you as you invest in them. Who values your heart as much as any resource you could provide. That's not too much to ask. That's the bare minimum of genuine partnership. Don't settle for less because you're afraid of being alone or because you think your resources are your primary value. They're not. You are inherently valuable, and the right person will see that and cherish it. Before we close, I want to hear from you. Have you experienced being valued for provision rather than partnership? How did you recognize it, and what did you do? Your experience could help someone else who's struggling with this dynamic right now. Share your thoughts in the comments. If this video opened your eyes to something you've been feeling but couldn't name, hit that like button and share it with someone who needs this perspective. Subscribe to Aphorism Archive for more honest conversations about relationships, self-worth, and building connections that honor your value. Remember, the right person doesn't see you as a provider to be used. They see you as a partner to be cherished. Know the difference. Honor that difference. And never settle for being someone's resource when you deserve to be someone's reason. Thank you for being here, for valuing yourself enough to seek truth, and for having the courage to recognize when something isn't serving your highest good. This is Aphorism Archive. I'll see you in the next video.